this week, I have to admit, I was sort of putting off the video because I didn't feel ready to talk about what I thought I was going to talk about, which was boundaries, because I know I did part 1 last week. And I've just been going through a lot the past couple of days. Just a lot of feeling more just sadness and fear, and a lot of just a lot of releasing. And as you could tell, my hair's changed again from the previous video. I know throughout the course of it, it's changed. And so last week, after meditation, I just got this urge to just cut my hair more. And to be honest, I'm still adjusting to it, because it does kind of, I was confident the first day, and then afterwards it was like kind of a shock afterwards. But I'm still adjusting to it. But it's kind of like really symbolic of me letting go of everything, really. But I'm showing up today with just in my raw truth. I don't really have a topic for today, except me still needing to show up as myself. I realized, well, that's my intention behind these videos, is to let you all in on my journey, and then any lessons that I learn along the way. And I still can get caught up with like needing to know more, or to be able to give you all more. Like I need to know more information or have it all together, which is why with this week's video, it wasn't going to go according, or what I imagined it to be, you know? And then, you know, it came up for me today, like, why am I not still just showing up as myself, and whatever wants to flow out? Like that's enough, even if it doesn't go according to plan with the topic, you know? And, so I think that's just kind of the importance I'm letting you all in again, is like having to check myself, you know, like seeing where the avoidance starts to creep up, and just facing it and not being resistant. Like I shared it, like right now I'm just going through a huge detox in my life. Like I'm purging a lot of feelings, a lot of habits. Recently, past couple of weeks, I've become vegan. I never thought I was going to be vegan, like ever. But like just through all of the letting go and like the healing and the detoxing, my body's naturally doesn't really crave meat. And then also, what do you call it? And then I have sensitivities to eggs anyways. And, I've been doing, like yesterday I went to Mount Shasta, and I did a mineral salt bath, and then today my friend was able to give me her pass to be able to get to use the sauna, and it's a salt sauna, and also like the float tank. And then I sat in this room of just a bunch of like bath salts, and it had something in the air, to be honest I don't know, and I broke down in there. So right now I'm really like purging, like on this path to authenticity. We're going to be asked to shed skins, shed layers over and over, and purging. And it calls for us to get out of our head and into our feelings, into our feeling body. And we're able to break these addictions through bringing our awareness when we have these thoughts, but bringing it back to our bodies, because there's unfelt pain that is fueling these thoughts over and over. And so a lot of me is still breaking and releasing a lot of the pain that's kept me stuck, and that's kept me sabotaging and acting out unconsciously and from past pain. And so even as I'm talking right now, I feel like sad, and I feel, yeah, I still feel sad. It's I'm still like just being and letting go with a lot, but I know this is like a transition right now. And I think something that I've had to come to an acceptance with, which is kind of interesting, is letting you all, which is the intention of this vlogging, is like really allowing you all in on my journey. And it'll be interesting to see how I continue growing through it all, but like just honoring where I'm at on my journey. And I feel like I just intend to continue not wanting to get, you know, like I don't need to be the expert or need to have it all together or need to have all the lessons figured out to like enlighten you all, you know. And I think I was putting that pressure on it was creeping back up again, because I know you saw in the first video the transition of me like putting off a video because of I needed like better lighting or whatever, and then I realized I want to let you all in on my journey, you know. But I noticed even after last week with the topic of boundaries, I wanted to make another video this week on boundaries, since that's been the biggest thing for me that's been coming up, like energetic boundaries most especially. But then it was just, I'm still like gathering information, I'm still learning, and so I felt like kind of resistant, I felt resistant to creating a video, because I was like, well, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. And I think the intention of just being who I am and sharing from that place once again and where I'm at is the intention and what needs to come through. So I'll, you know, and I will continue letting you all in on what I'm learning along the way. But to just be honest right now, since last week, I've just really been feeling and releasing and really training myself to be in the here and now, bringing my awareness back into my body, and really just bringing myself back to the present moment and getting out of my head and more fully into my body. And I've really been asking for support from friends right now, because, you know, it's so interesting to witness like when I want to fall back into old patterns. So like you know, it's like my past patterns have been to either reach out to friends too much or isolate too much, like a big huge pendulum, right? And it's like all about being in tune with what we need and finding that balance. And so right now I've really been reaching out to friends at this point in my journey right now because we're all interconnected, and it's important that we reach out to our tribe or our sense of community to help us through these rough patches. And so as of right now in my growth, like I'm just really reaching out, getting support. But anyways, I appreciate you listening, and I love you all, and until next week, we'll see where I'm at.